Listen now. Somebody just reminded me of a Jamaican saying, Jankro no pray for feather, him pray for life. Because as long as breath a blow, feather will grow. Bear that in mind. Jankro no pray for feather, him pray for life. For as long as breath a blow, feather will grow. Today is not a good day at all. I'm fine. I'm safe and sound. But the massacre where Melissa caused in Jamaica is incomprehensible. I don't know how long it will take for us to get people's lives back together. But it's a tough one, this. Tough one, this. You know, some of the young people were very eager, children in particular, about this hurricane thing. And all I can say to them, you know, is young but don't know storm. And they really did not know what they're going to go into, you know. If you don't have the experience, you don't know what to expect. Anyway, you see me out the door this morning, no power, no internet, no TV, no cable. A good thing I'm preparing now. We had my radio with battery, and we did charge up the power bank. Anyway, I'm talking to you, I don't even introduce myself. I saw me discombobulated today. Sika Melissa. I'm Fae Ellington, and this is episode number 6. Melissa, episode number 6. You know, it is one of those days when we can say what is joke to me is death to somebody else. When you think, this is a serious one, this is not a joke one. I might say some things that will cause you to chuckle or laugh, but we don't intend to give a joke today. We just want to contemplate and reflect on what happened. You know, one of the lessons I learned between Saturday and yesterday, I was very prepared. As I had told you, I had packed a bag. All my important documents were in plastic containers that seal them against water and all of that. But I'm also I'm a realist and very pragmatic. And as I walked through the house Monday into yesterday, I was prepared that everything might go. Everything that you have accumulated over your lifetime, because many people, everything has gone, everything. And then I thought, so what is the purpose of accumulating all of this? And let me tell you something, I'm not rich. I have not accumulated things that are ostentatious, but just basic things. But sometimes you have too much of one thing, or you just have things. It might not even be too much, and you say to yourself, what is going on here? What is going on? And you just have to take stock. And maybe this is a reality check for all of us. We need to take stock of how we live, how we care for people, the focus that we have on the things that we put priority on. You understand? You know, we have so many Jamaican sayings, like monkey said the world no level, rather, it's them all confused this morning. Jackass said the world no level, right? And then here's another one that is applicable. Maybe you never hear this one before. Monkey must know which part him I go put in tail before he order trousers. Monkey must know which part him I go put in tail before he order trousers. That, of course, is you have to have a plan, you have to have a strategy, you have to know what your circumstances are before you plunge into something. But the other thing is, chicken merry heart than ear. You might be going along and not realizing that something is happening there that could affect you negatively. So you have to look behind and between and betwixt, as some people would say. There are just so many Jamaican proverbs and sayings that come to me as I sit down here. So, old man I swear for Kalalo, but Kalalo I swear for run old man belly. Just think of those proverbs, think of those sayings and process them. You might have to go back and listen to this over and over. Old man I swear for Kalalo, but Kalalo I swear for run old man belly. Everybody know young but no storm. But the other one, when me to tell you about a little while, monkey must know which part him I got put in tail before other trousers. And then the other thing is how you need to reflect. But this is also a time to respond. We have to go respond to those who are family and friends and strangers. We have to find a way to jump in and help. I have 2 or 3 people who said to me, the first, I'm sorry I'm not in Jamaica, Jamaicans that is, because the first plane could have catch me, come out there, come help. So we have to find a way. It's not always money, you know. But you check for the person next door or half mile down. You check to find out how them doing. Do they have a meal? If you are able to. So may have gas, not electric stove. So, you know, so we can at least cook and have a hot cup of tea. But maybe somebody nearby doesn't. But I've always been in the habit of helping. So my mother and my grandmother grew me. You help. And I tell you something, you know, I had to, all of the plant stands and the things I had on the carport, from Saturday I started moving them myself. I moved them and I put them and I blocked them and some of them behind me, behind that sweet soft tree, because you put them where you think the breeze can't take them out. A garden table behind there and a chair behind there. But there were 2 things I couldn't move, and that was the awning, the metal awning. And there's a gentleman in the community with whom I interact from time to time. As country people say, a very mannerable and respectful man, not a boy. And I was able to call him and ask him if he could come and help me take down the awning. I never even think twice, because on those other occasions when I interacted with him, it was with respect and treated him with dignity. He was just somebody else, just like me. So as we go forward, whether you're in the diaspora or you're in Jamaica, let me think about my friend in St. Elizabeth. When I think about the people in St. James, Montego Bay, Trelawney, shall I tell you something? My mother is in the hills of Clarendon, Smithville, and nobody up there, we can't reach them by phone. And by the way, I'm just say this, all I know is, JPS, please bring back the power, bring back the power. It can't come back so quick. I don't have any, and shall I tell you something? That's the least of my concern. There's water, there's road blockage, there are landslides. It's a serious thing. I work with electricity. So let us be patient. We know say it's inconvenient. Of course, because I'm going to lose some things in my freezer. Because I don't know when next it's going to come. But may I beg you know, don't start behaving as if JPS must move now because you want your power now. It don't work like that. We don't want nobody electrocuted. And try not to help for yourself to the power, because you might have stiff out, flat out like Dr. Fishpan Zinc. You understand? You ever hear that one yet? Flat out like Dr. Fishpan Zinc. So maybe you're going to be patient. Be patient. And the preparation is important. So we have 2 home sweet home lamp, you know. We did have them. We had 2 what do you call them? Them lamp, they were like rechargeable, and we had flashlight. You see, when you grow up country, you never have things like electricity and then something there, you know. You learn to have those other little things. The sun will come down. Praise God, the sun is shining. I want to sing about Marley song. Remember that line, the sun is shining? Oh my goodness. It feel good on my skin, it feel good on my skin. Me just a ramble, me know, but me just a share, we don't know. It is not a good morning for Jamaica. It is not a good day. It is not a good time for many families. I know people who roof gone completely. Now, if you want to help, particularly if you're in the diaspora, may I beg you know, use the official arrangements that the government put in place. Unless you're helping your family one aside, that's a different thing, or a friend one aside. But if you want to help the country as a whole, do the government establish something called supportjamaica.gov.jm. Do not make nobody fool you. Do not make nobody carry you astray. You gotta support something else. Supportjamaica.gov.jm. And that's where you send the support if you want to support Jamaica in the rebuilding process. We thank you for all the calls and the prayers. God bless you now. Walk good. This is Fae Ellington, episode 6 of Melissa. Yeah, Melissa.